Hey beautifuls, back again. So I've got some channeled writing poetry with the help of some friends. I'm gonna lay it on again. It's high time for a rhyme. So I'm just gonna read through it and then go from there and see what happens. Okay. Okay, here we go. It's a mouthful, so I'll take it slow and try and go with its flow. It's more like jazz, so it's word jazz. Shall we lay a mind rhyme about being trapped by time? It's mine to say, so I whine with wine, leak water while I try to forget what I was taught. I fought, I'm taught I'm not as caught as I thought. I'm in a daze with a blaze of insecurity. Please don't see through me, you confuse me. I need to go slow. How do you know what's flow? Can we but find the time to ask a question or two of you? Show me more, how to even the score, the symphony, our melody. Do you hear me? Have you got it yet, girl? How about a reset? Or set is here with you. Go get dressed and give him your best. The rest is best laid, test and aid from the bygone age. Try this one next. Have you got the slots gift card? Got to make it hard to starve or start, to release or freeze. Do you observe what's not serving you? Go get your glue, 4 fingers flew. Before you were 2, we came to you and gave you the news. We were there with you, and by the way, the face say hey today. Did you miss me, dear? Bygone days we used to say, how do you do that thing you did with your tongue? You know the one. Oh dear, he's here again, that Top Gun one, to play with my mind, because you're mine. He's the go-getter, type it out. Now you see I'm always near. What magical wonders will you share with us today, Mothman? I am standing behind you, little one. I'll give you a second to feel my awesome power. It'll help you inspire. Tap into the scryer, high flyer, free rider, writer, scriber of scribes. Scribble my scrabble. Let them unravel and travel our verse across the universe. Hitch a ride, don't be shy. Stitch or switch, which? I'm with you, chit. See it a hit, she bangs, he sang. Well, hang it, I'm here. I might as well rehearse my reverse. I curse. Fuck her curves, cursive serves a purpose, I suppose. I pose a prose to propose. What am I wearing? Girl, I'm in no need for wearing anything, but if you must know, I'll put on a show. Yes, I've got that hat. It's now on your head. Do you feel it yet? Yep, that purple number with a peacock feather to boot. We hoot the loot a lot to Dow to tell too well you need a towel. Yes, you feel it now that I'm fucking awesome. Kapow power like Shaft had it, but mine's like automatic, elastic, cryptactic. Oh my god, tick. We're writing now. It's exciting how to say something that is needed to be released from your head, like, do I wait or is it dead weight in bed, the head? Oh, I say, so easily led astray. Cat, don't do that, Seshat. As she sat at Hatshepsut, Batar's pet has the hat. He's a pest, the test, a push. She kept at it, a taste. Spat, taps, tapes, past set, met. She's me, the chemi tea from a bygone era. See me buy a round, gone on one bouncy. We shared an ounce, flounce it, sister. Have you got all day to play? Yay, give us a kiss, please, miss. Forever free, instantly. See cash bonanza, rhythm is a dancer. You got her number, use it, you fool. She stood by you. How can you stand to watch another man make her wait and you'll forever hold that hate? Can you tell we help with words and wonders? Let us make it, the same mistake it, better bake it, bread it, read it, writing it all night, in like nightly, lightly. Can you blame me for rubbing it in slightly? Absolutely, you needed to. I knew it was in you, such power to fire the mission taken. It's higher, by the way, we say it. Thoth made my day. He says to treat me nicely and make it spicy. This girl needs honey on tap. Yep, you got that in ya. Ta-da-ra, inanna you star. Could you contribute a word or two for the women like you? To hold the horses wild for courses in verses that come out of the blue. We knew when we were you, two children of light. Keep up the fight. To continue to empower those yet to flower. Free their minds, you're on our time now, but how can we deliver a message? From the words in your head, it has been said, don't mistake hate as it's getting late and we need to release the freeze-dried tide. It turns inside your mind, pollinate, reciprocate, don't isolate. For goodness, soul's sake, we're here to colour our borders, the orders as bright as light can be, like bees sing while they gather that flower power. Dive into your honey pot like glue, it sticks to you. Share it around so it doesn't weigh you down. Head down, bum up, don't waste a drop. Those petals taste like a candy shop. Stems that bend won't break. Have a rest and taste test. Blossoms in bloom. Look at that moon, it goes so soon. I'll be over the spoon, my boon. Bulls hit it out of the ballpark, all a lark, home run hunt. Saint Man spider sat down besides her rump. I hunt, kind eyes hide the tuffet, stuff it, fuck it, fix your own bucket, Mr. Muffet. I'm out of here, off to tell the well a spell. A hell of a woman scorned, reborn, cornered? No, a unicorn conehead instead. I'm led by LED. I see she remembered that red breed, member freed to be seen as the green field. Yeeds a crop, hops to the top spot, connects the dots, the fours in line. Anyway, we all say that's it. I won it, spun it, spin it, win it, bin it. Please clean up our mother, your axe sister cat. Sing it loud and proud, the pride sounds. We're inbound, gonna make those heads turn around. True, it's red. You could make the man wake from the dead. That look you took from the book made me see double. Boy, I'm in trouble. And from the rubble came a bubble that burst their minds into golden mines. The you melt me kinds reminds me of that thing you did. Who do I kid? Get rid already. Rock steady like Freddy. Throw a frisbee. Let's see. My golly gosh. Yeah, so that's the rhyme for the day. It's play school, open wide, come inside. Oh my golly gosh, that is a full mouthful. Yeah. So that blows my head, and I wrote it. Where do you go from there? It's so much to take in. Makes your head spin. My mind is a rhyme. It's really freaking... Oh god. Yeah, I've got to turn it off. Hang on. And it's like my mind goes to this place where it is just literally... It's the rhyme time place, and if I go there I get lost in space. That's ace. It just doesn't stop. But it's amazing. It's amazing to be able to let that light channel through me. Yeah. So, since I was channeling some of my Egyptian star family, soul family, light family from bygone ages, I resonate greatly with the names they gave me. I need to switch dimensions. Alright, so I'm just going to draw some cards and see what happens now. In the moment, I need to get back into the moment. I'm literally, my brain is in a different dimension, so we're going to bring it back in. And be happy, water spirit. It was funny, I was literally thinking about happy feet this morning. Happy. Water spirit 13. Dancing. So I'm big with dancing as a form of expression and connection. I've had some really amazing moments, like intuitive dancing, like getting in touch with the feminine, releasing the feminine essence. Spoke about the other day, like, you know, having this vision of the African women, you know, that tribal dancing around the fire, just, or even stone circle. I mean, this has been done, you know, for forever. The power of the feminine dancing. It's not just about romancing. The tango. I mean, it's sexy as shit. Dancing is freaking amazing, but there is so much power in it for the woman to release it, because, I mean, what I feel, we keep so much inside, and it's really hard to release. We've got freaking a fire burning inside of all of us, and if we don't have a place to release that, it becomes a wildfire that will burn shit down. And I've found that creating a safe place for myself so I can relax and get into the groove of the music to release what is freaking inside me, that it literally feels, you know, if it becomes, it literally feels like something is burning a hole inside of you, like there is something in you that needs to be released, and that is like the feminine fire, right? And if you don't have a place to do that, a safe place to do that, it literally burns you up from the inside in a bad way instead of a passionate burn. Yeah, so, you know, I pretty much taught myself from awkwardly trying to do that intuitive dance. You know, it all starts out really freaking awkwardly, but, you know, finding a place, you know, alone where you can relax, listen to the music, and just start to get in touch with your body and release your feminine flow, get to know your feminine flow. It was the best thing that I did. A lot of stuff comes up, but it is really healing, like going through that process. You know, like some days you just want to happily set yourself free and enjoy the beauty, joy of it, and all of a sudden, out of the blue, you have a freaking emotional breakdown because you've gotten to this something in you that needs to be released, and instead of dancing free happily, you are on the floor in a bowl crying your eyes out. And this is what happened to me last night. I haven't been able to find the space, or, you know, both in physical and mental, to get into that freedom flow of the feminine glow. I'm sorry, I'm still half in this rhyme city, but I like find setting myself free musically and bodily, getting lost in the music, like in a trance type, full freedom, ecstasy, me and the music and my body and the freaking energies around me, the universe, like me exploring me and my body and the music, and just like it's like a roar of my power. I could dance for hours. Like that is like, I crave that so much. When I really need to get in touch with me, that's what I do. You can't, like, this is the thing, like you can go out on town or whatever, but you're never in a safe place in order to set that free. I tried that. Sometimes you find the right environment and you can do it a little bit, and you know how good that feels. Well, you do that at home with yourself. It's like next level. Blow your mind, heal you, feel you, know you. Yeah. Anyway, yes, I haven't been able to do that recently since I moved. I haven't been in the mental space, and I don't have the physical space really, but last night I tried to do it. Or the emotionally it's been really hard for me, you know, the last several months, but last night I tried to do it. I had a few drinks. It usually works wonders to get me into the mood to release it. It starts the process. And side note, this is why I think drugs or whatever, like I'm not saying we should all go get drunk and just lose your shit or whatever, but I'm just saying there's some things that work for you in order to get you to the space to freaking get in touch with yourself. So, for me, I'm saying I use whatever I think that I need as medicine in order to get me to the space to actually there is no medicine that anyone can give me that is what it's like to get myself to that space of dancing free as a mother freaking Wonder Woman bird, when I get to that mindset. So, I'm like, whatever gets me to that point to feel that, I'm all for it. As it's not always the same, but sometimes we need practice in order to get ourselves to that place, in order to experience those things, to know that we can actually get there. They're like tools in order for us to learn who we are, type thing. Anyway, I don't have to explain myself, but I do see it as like last night I actually, so I had a few drinks to try and get myself to that place because I haven't had the space or mindset to get me there. So I did last night have a few drinks, and I went out freaking inside in the middle of the night. It was like midnight to try and get myself into this frame of mind, and I got there and it was fucking awesome. But it was one of these times where it led to an immediate freaking emotional release, me crying and freaking having a go at the universe for the next hour, crying myself to sleep. It all serves a purpose. I really want to freaking dance and let free and set myself free, but my body and mind decided that that's not what I needed. I needed to freaking have an emotional rage moment, pretty much, to get it out. Like, that's what was in me. And So yeah, I mean, I was really disappointed when the tears started because I just wanted to dance and have and feel my freaking beautiful joy, but it wasn't the right space. I wasn't in the right, and I had to just, and that really upset me that I didn't have that space. I mean, maybe that's what it is about. Like, my feminine is crying out for the space and mindset and situation that I can let myself free, and I'm not in that. And I guess that's gets me back to the start, is that if we're as the divine feminine or feminine, if we're not expressing, if we're not able to express that feminine flow that's inside of us, our natural glow, if we just don't have, we can't find the security and space in order to even know what that is, in order to go there. I tell you what, we're literally dying inside. And there's something in us that's just crying out for it. And yeah, it's such a powerful thing. And I think this is what women of the past, our ancestors, all these rituals, you go back to the stone circles, women dancing around the circles, or covens of women, thinking of the African women dancing around the fire. I'm even thinking of, like, I've read this story of Inanna, I think it was Inanna or Ishtar, that I don't know where this came up, but I'll say that her feminine could have even been Isis. It's that kind of vibe, like the temples of Isis in Atlantis, these feminine temples, Ishtar, the Mesopotamian. I mean, these priestesses or whatever, feminine teachings in these temples. I think they would teach this, and they would hold spaces and have places in order for this to happen because of the healing aspect of it, and not just for women but for men also, because I've seen this story, like with Ishtar, that men would come to her to witness the feminine power in order for them to get in touch with their divine masculinity. So, and this is how that feminine masculine works, right? So, and it's not sexual, but it is sensual. It's more about igniting the essence of you. Like, the feminine essence has the ability to ignite the masculine's essence in a fire to inspire. So it's not about sex, like it's like that. It is like that twin flame thing, right? One candle can light many flames, but with the masculine feminine flames, yeah, I mean, it is kind of like a very, the feminine fire is the best way to inspire the masculine's fire. And that inspiration of feminine to masculine fire has been shat on and twisted and twisted, uglified over the last couple of millennia, that any woman in her feminine power, inspiring passion, is like you know what, and to the point that men now who see a passionate, emboldened, empowered woman only see one thing, because they've lost sight of the healthy fire. You know how like our fire can freaking burn shit down, and a man's fire can burn everything down. So yeah, I mean, I guess it's like, it's that if it's the respect of both fires, how they both could be so cleansing and purifying and igniting and passionate for each other, yeah, but for the individual and for their worlds. Like, there is not only one type of passion fire, which is sexual. That fire for each masculine and feminine is creativity. It is freaking masculine and feminine. It is our core, and we do that for each other. We do that for each other because, let's face it, where a woman's passion comes from has so much to do with that masculine fire. It comes from a place of wanting to light that fire and have that fire envelop us. It's like, it's such a beautiful dance, and it is like the tango, and or the most sexy Latin dance that you've ever seen. How it is like two flames dancing. It is the freaking sexiest thing you've ever seen. But it's absolute respect, and working with both. It's that attracting, and it's the play between both, but it's such a respectful play. It's magnetic and electric, and it goes both ways. It's not a power play. It is a passionate give and take. It's the tango. I don't know. Yeah. I didn't know that I was going to go there. I'll move on. That went from happy dance, a penguin dancing on ice, to that okie dokie. Oh, Sashetta came out. Sashetta, creating and writing. And this is what I mean, like, the goddesses of old inspire our healthy feminine expression, as do the gods of old show us the healthy feminine, healthy masculine swag, and how they work together. Sunset. So there's a palm tree in the desert. 37. I don't exactly know the story of Set, but I know Set was the one that apparently killed his brother Osiris through jealousy. because of a power grab move. But you know, you could also, you know, see this like a sunset. Sunset holds such power and beauty to inspire. Palm tree in the desert is like that oasis. You know, if you're feeling completely dried out and lost, know that your oasis is inside you somewhere. You know, all this orange, like the sacral. You just need to tap into that spring, that water spring, in order to create your oasis. And then, you know, if you can tap into that, next minute you've got a freaking rainforest going on. I don't know. I mean, that's his challenges. It is a freaking challenge to find that within us. I've been working on it for years, but certain things have helped me and I haven't stopped, and it is so important to get there. And then we've got neckbet protection. I'll read up about Happy, or water spirit, because I was literally thinking about it's the second time it's come up for me today. So this baboon-headed god is another of the 4 disciples of Horus. A hawk visited me today too. 2 crows came and shooed him away, but it was so awesome. Like I was, you know, it was like the crows weren't even bothering him too much. Like he knew his own freaking power as a hawk. He was like doing these freaking swirl dives and everything to get away from them. It was really cool to watch. But this baboon-headed god is another of the 4 disciples of Horus and represents the need to work energetically and with thought before undertaking any action. Best to prepare your plans and alchemically create change by visualizing it happening first. I am Happy, god of the east, and you see me sitting by a canopic jar which held the lungs of the deceased. I hide my true function as a force of nature or spirit that circulates energy throughout your lungs and body. I bring change and growth to you, so release your fear of me and I will bring you great healing. You can meet me by meditating with this picture. As you hold it in your hand, ask me to be with you and flow healing energy through your body. I will make you shiver with delight. Card meanings: abundance. So the card meanings, there's abundance, love, work, career, travel, health, family, future, and they've got a little message by each, like what it relates to. So abundance is do more research and work to achieve your dreams. There will be a flow of finances coming to you. Love, a separation of the elements is happening here. To heal this, you need to release resentment over a past relationship and then ask for a flow of loving energy to fill your lungs and heart. Work, career. Seek more joy in your life and work by studying and preparing and then applying for a promotion or new work. Travel. Travel by ship or water would be beneficial, but book early and plan ahead. Health. Check your lungs, stop smoking, take a course in healing. Family. Some dissent and conflict can be resolved by counselling and careful thought. Future. Looking good as long as you continue to plan for success in life. Sashetta 38. I'm way into the Egyptian gods and goddesses, hey? There's so many. Sashetta wears a 7-rayed star on her head and links with the star system of Sirius. As a cosmic architect, it was through her plans that the act of creation flowed. Sesheta also counts the length of time we still have on this earth. Sesheta is the female counterpart of Tahuti, Thoth, and is the patron goddess of writers and libraries. She helps us link our energies with a higher plan, a clever and very wise goddess. Sesheta helps us record and construct plans for future success. Come now, listen to me as we construct plans together for your next project and your future life. Your success is my joy, and the star energies from Sirius will add light to this project. For as I create the heavens, I will create you as my next star. Few know how to connect to my starry energies, but those like you who do will succeed in this life. Then become a star in the sky, never to return to the harsh earth as human once. You are blessed. You are blessed by Sesheta. The universe is pouring its abundance upon you now, so stop and collect it. A divine star soulmate is coming into your life to be a lifelong friend and lover. You have the ability to shine right now at work and will be rewarded and recognized very soon. Consider work as a writer or producer. A good time to travel for business or pleasure, and flying is recommended. Health improves rapidly if you have problems. A good time to examine your Akashic records and create health maintenance plans. Family, the stars are looking good for the whole family, and a time of harmony is indicated. Future, your future is written in the stars, so focus on the greater purpose of your life for now, and success will be yours. All right. Oh my god. Those three came out earlier. Oh my god. I need to shuffle better maybe. The Great Pyramid. Oh, Sekhmet's come out. I can't not read Sekhmet here. Literally open the page. She wants to talk, obviously. Change and healing. This fire goddess is the daughter of Ra, the sun god, and as the Eye of Ra, she followed directions from him to take terrible revenge on humans for not respecting his authority as he aged. Ra then had to stop her to save humanity, and overnight, with the assistance of Tahuti, she became a powerful healing goddess instead. All the priests of Sekhmet were powerful spiritual healers, and many black granite statues of Sekhmet assisted them in their work. I come to you as I stand in my chapel at Karnak Temple. Oh my god, I just got that song. I'm going to the chapel and we're gonna get married. My energy resides in my many statues through the ceremony of intention called opening the mouth. That thing you do. So know I still exist. Many changes are coming to you, and some will be wonderful and some will be hard, but all will bring positive spiritual growth. Invoke me and call for me and see me as in my image standing behind you, and you will always be spiritually protected. Keep me as your ally when you need more personal power, and do not be scared of me or your own powers. Kapow! That's so funny. Segment. All you require will come to you at the right time. Take care with relationships that do not nourish you, and if you ask me, I will move those persons gently away from you. Many changes coming might not feel comfortable at first, but your spiritual transformation is initiating these for you, and all will be well in time. Sekhmet is calling you back to her in Egypt or to study Egyptian healing. Dramatic changes, sudden healing, or a time to move upwards to the spiritual realms. Some family might not like your new sense of personal power, but relative peace will come soon. Changes and challenges that accompany them, you can best quickly overcome the challenges with spiritual processes and energy healing. Dance until your feet hurt. Do you know what's funny? Since Imhotep's come up a few times. Hang on, I'm just going to read Imhotep and then I'll tell you. Imhotep is the god of healing and medicine, a great sage who was originally human and known as a skilled physician, healer, and architect, and later deified 2,000 years after his death. Imhotep was the architect of the sound and sleep healing temple of Saqqara, where many people later came to worship at his tomb in the search of healing. So I'm immediately getting the sarcophagus thing. Let's go. How I wrote about that Atlantis thing about those sarcophagi were like the float tanks. Dear one, I am even more than you write about me, for I existed countless years in human form. I was an alchemist, and together with Tahuti, I knew the secrets of entering the halls of Amenti for healing and rejuvenation. Call on me for trance healing, and I will be there for you always. Trance music. Dance to trance. Card meanings. Finances improve if you devote time to the study of healing, hypnosis, and alchemy, or seek it as a treatment. Seek your partner wisely and look for evidence of compassion and wisdom in their nature. Decide now if you want to stay with the present partner based on these qualities also. Seek to study first or again to find a suitable career. Promotion is possible. Travel to Egypt, Greece, or Israel is recommended for a sacred journey and soul healing. Your soul reminds you of past lives in these countries. Healing is possible using essential oils, energy healing, and hypnosis. Practice self-hypnosis for stress management. Your family is likely to expand in numbers. Good fortune seems to bless you all. Dreaming your own future into existence is important. Do not rely on others for your success, as only you have the key to your greatness. What was I going to say? Oh, yeah. The dancing thing, right? So I have a big connection to like Lyra, and I was listening to this YouTube video on the histories of Lyra. They were telling stories about, these ancient wars on Lyra that kind of destroyed the civilization and stuff, and that there was, this dance aspect to healing, I guess to empower and to inspire. But anyway, there was just, in the story, this YouTube story about the royal Lyran lineage and that war, they talked about one of the women used dance, or the women used dance as, it was like dance fighting. And then that reminded me of Quill in the Guardians of the Galaxy, how he did the dance off, and that's how we freaking won. And it's like, the power of dance and dance fighting. What's that other movie with dance fighting in it? With freaking The Rock. It was that board game, the remake of the board game. Oh my god, I can't remember. But that Chico character did dance fighting in that as well. Anyway, what I'm saying, it's an amazing healing thing, and getting in touch with our inner feminine central nature, and dance is such an amazing thing. Like, I mean, I've tried. I know what dance makes me feel like. You know, when you go out and you get in that groove, and frick, it is amazing. It is almost euphoric. So you know, I've tried several different ways to go about this. I've gone to those, and there's so many of them these days. You know, the intuitive dance type thing where people just go to let it flow, that kind of thing. Like I've done that. I went there by myself, and a room full of people. There's no talking or anything. You just put the music on, and it's kind of meant to be that safe place. You know, like as in not in a club where there's people going to come up and try and hit on you or whatever if you get into your flow. It is purely for everyone there wants to go and just be around people that they can listen to the music and dance freely in a safe environment. Like I've been to a few of those, and it was good. It broke down a lot of barriers of going to a place like that and doing it by yourself and breaking through that self-consciousness. But you know, for me, there's just been nothing like it doing it at home by myself. You know, because you can't get to where you need to be unless you've got that security and safe place to just freaking go wild. Like, do it inside, in a room, like curtains down, music on, freaking go nuts, and let's step it up a notch. Like, I do it outside now at night time, like under the stars and stuff. Like that's next level as well. You have, you know, because we've got so many barriers that we have to break through, so many layers of conditioning of, oh, someone's watching me. I can't show myself if there's someone going to see me. You know, there is so many layers to that. It is ridiculous. And, you know, every step of this journey, you have to break through the barrier again and again and again. And in the more ways you can break through the barrier, whether you go to one of these intuitive dance nights, or dance in your backyard, or you know, I don't know, try different things in order to experience yourself from a different angle and break through another layer of that frickin' onion, egg, whatever, like to break free of that shell that we've kept ourselves in for so long. It is a frickin' process, and you just got to keep chipping away at it from all the different angles until, you know, you break through. Yeah. And yeah, like what happened last night to me, you know, you can't freaking control it either. Like, you know, you may really want a certain experience. It's like, you know, when you have psychedelics or something and you're like, I want this experience, I so want it. And you end up having a freaking ego death experience, like a bad trip instead of the good trip. You gotta go with whatever happens, and just allowing that to be as it is. It obviously happened. I mean, it's not going to be like that every time. You will get to these other experiences, you know, like a next time it might be different. I mean, more than likely, I mean, every experience is different. And it's hard not to have like expectation when you're going into an experience of what it's going to be like, because that's just what our brains do. But each time we break through a layer of this, it is like the expectation machine, the ego, the expectation machine gets less rigid. And if we can if we can make our shell more elastic, or if we can, you know, make ourselves more elastic, like Gumby. You know, when we end up banging our heads against the shell, it doesn't hurt as much if you're made of rubber type thing. Yeah, you might just bounce off to the other side of the shell and crack it open. So, yeah, be more bouncy, be more fluid. You know, like I got stuck in it. I got stuck in it last night, but you know, at the same time, I was kind of, you know, raging. There's a part of me at exactly the same time is apologizing to myself and the universe for raging, and at the same time, I'm also thinking, just get it out. It is okay. Don't feel guilty. You're allowed to cry, you're allowed to rant, you're allowed to rage. Just release it. Do not hold it inside and don't feel guilty about it. This is where you're going right now. Just go with it, get it out. Don't hold on to it. Don't identify with it. And maybe next time I'll be out there and I'll dance for 3 hours straight, free as a bird. You know, yeah, boy, do I love to dance, and I'm so freaking. I need a freaking good dance, not a good cry. I've been crying so much. I just want to dance with somebody. Anyway, I will leave it there. Go have a dance, peeps. It's the best medicine, in my opinion. Throw in a little psychedelics, why don't you? Even better.